And having this conversation with us this morning is an advocate of the High Court, Gitarin Jagona. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you so much for, this is one of the most important conversations.
Yes,
I think we should have it in school just before you start signing your contract. Like most of the times, atufanye hivyo.
Inafaa ifanywe kama kanisa.
Si ndio? That we are taught all this. Yes.
Yeah, true.
Because I'm sure you've seen so many people who've been done in by signing contracts they didn't know anything about.
Yeah, and the most hurting thing is that it's something that could have been avoided.
That's true.
Had you consulted someone or given a call or spent some little money. That's a problem with us Africans. You don't spend, you want to avoid that shortcut of paying 10,000 to advise for someone to advise you.
Yes.
For us, you can avoid it and have your soft, because like most of the cases is something that could someone just sends you a contract to just witness, just put your stamp, it's okay. But the person comes back to you asking you, hey,
si ulisainia nani?
Then I ask you signed. You never even asked me to never consulted me, just asked me to stamp where you have signed. I cannot help you, it's too late.
What kind of contracts are out there? Can we talk about the different types of contracts, if we can?
Well, I would speak like a layman's code and give the contracts. So sometimes you don't know you're getting into a contract, but already you're in a contract. Yeah, so like an instance is the oldest case law in contract. It's called Karil versus Carbolic Smoke Company.
Okay.
It's a very interesting case. It was a company that was making medicine for flu. So the company went to a newspaper, like now any newspapers in Kenya, you go and advertise for that medicine. Then you give a reward. If you take this medicine and still get a flu, like now COVID, we'll give you a reward. So they said if you get the flu, we'll give you a reward of this much. Now Karil went and saw the advert, took the medicine, he got the flu.
Yes.
So now he had to sue the company. But the company was not envisaging that already it had entered into a contract with the public in general.
Oh my God.
So Karil ended up suing the Carbolic company that was making the smoke. They are called smoke balls that you take to avoid the flu. So Karil was awarded for such a simple. So most of the time people don't know they're getting into a contract.
Yes.
But already when you start, because in a contract there are elements, they are called elements.
Please
there's
tell
an
us
offer.
About.
An offer, someone tells you, assuming you're buying a piece of land, someone tells you, I'm going to sell to you this piece of land. That's an offer. In fact, it's called an offer letter before you sign the sale agreement. So already there's an offer. Then for you accept saying, okay, I like the piece of land. Now I'm interested in it. So now there's an offer. The person who is giving the promise, because the contract, as per the Black's Law Dictionary, is a promise from A to B, then B assenting to that promise.
Yes.
If I'm promising you X, then for me, then I assent by accepting what you are promising me. So then there is consideration. You look at, in a contract there must be consideration. You're buying a piece of land, there's amount X you're supposed to pay.
Yes.
So consideration, those three elements must be in a contract.
Okay.
So we look at various types of contracts, and one of it is there's an employment contract. I'm sure most of people, and that's one of the most, those are most of the issues that we handle in the law firm. Because someone signed a contract of employment, didn't look at it keenly and look at all the clauses.
Yes.
Because when you're looking at, assuming it's an employment contract, one of the first things you have to look at is the salary. How much are you going to be paid? Does it go with the market rate of the industry? Then that allows you to negotiate or not. The second thing is that employment contract is guided by the Employment Act of Kenya. So you have to look at, does it give you a sick leave? Are there leave days for you? Are there allowances for you? Housing allowance, that's there. You have to have house allowance and all those things. What are the benefits? So you look at that, and that helps you. And if you want it amended, you can always ask these clauses. I'm not very comfortable, because you give a lawyer. You give your own lawyer to look at that contract and advise you.
Yes.
Are you putting yourself into a hole that you can't? You see. So then the second one is also, if you're going to get a house, assuming you want to get a rental, there's what to call a rental agreement.
Yes.
Some tenants don't look at those clauses. They just say very quickly, acha ni sign iko na haraka.
Sindalipa tu nyumba.
Nalipa tu as in you pay and that's all.
Yes.
But there are very critical clauses in that contract. The first thing is how much is the rent?
Yes.
When is the rent due? What are the penalty if I delay paying the rent? Then if I want to vacate this house, what the timelines for giving a notice? Because most of people, I've seen people coming to me, running to me, telling me, hey, the landlord has refused with my deposit. You never read the tenancy agreement. The tenancy agreement most of the time has a period you give a notice of a month.
Yes.
But you decide tomorrow I'm vacating.
Yeah.
But you're forgetting what you signed. You signed a order that you're saying, if I'm going to vacate, I have to give a notice A, B, and C. And
that also applies to the employment contract as well.
That's the same thing.
You need to look at the termination clauses.
Yeah, termination clauses and all those things. Then the other one that was the tender.
Yes.
I'm sure you have the sagas of people who are delivering laptops in an office X.
Yes.
Without, and then you say they are conned. But simply because in contracts, there are things you have to look at. One of the most critical things is you have to do a research and a background check. Okay, I've been told I deliver this. Who is this I'm delivering to? What's the credit worthiness of this person I'm delivering to? Do a background check. If someone is called person Y, go Google that person on internet. Most of the people are conned by people who have conned other people.
That's true.
Yeah, even if he's using an alias, there's a way you can get his real name. Once you Google, you find someone has a criminal case. Someone is not even cannot borrow even a shilling from a bank because has even defrauded the bank. So you have to do a research, a background check of this person and whom you're signing it with. Is this an individual? Is it a company? If it's a company, there's something called due diligence.
Yeah.
On eCitizen platform, there's what we call eCitizen, where you can do a company search. If you are doing going to enter into an agreement, so you can easily check who are the directors of this company before engaging in any contract. Then the other thing you have to do is you need to have a lawyer.
Okay.
You have to go legal. No shortcut about it. You see, you avoid it because of the expenses incurred.
Yes.
You see, it's too much. You're helping this lawyer, but the lawyer is not helping you, because finally you will have to pay a lot of money to
remedy the situation.
Yeah, the situation. You have to go to court. You have to go to the police. You have to report all those things.
And now you will have to pay that lawyer probably so much more than you would have paid before for them to just look at your contract.
Yeah. And then
but now we are in court.
Yeah.
I definitely need a lawyer.
You need a lawyer, and there's no shortcut about it. And most of the times, those contracts where you have been conned are very complex. You have had people being told to deliver guns. That you need the office of the president from the start. You need the DCI. You need the police, Kenya police. As in, it's a whole market. Yet you have paid some money, so it's messy for you. Then the other thing you have to do is the issue of, you see, contracts. We have verbal contracts.
Yes.
You can discuss, me and you. We meet in where we meet. We can meet outside, maybe in a hotel. We agree. I'm going to sell to you. You deliver to me some rice, maybe 100 kgs. Then I'll pay you Y. It can be verbal, and we agree. But most of the time, it's advised to do a written contract.
Okay.
Because verbal, you need another witness to say that I had
this actually
this and
happened.
this. So it's hard to prove a verbal contract, and most of the time it's by conduct. Because once you ask me for maybe a bag of rice, I'll pay you through M-Pesa. Yes. So through that M-Pesa, it will show that there's something. Then why was I sending you money? So it shows that there was a contract.
Okay.
But now we advise mostly that you have a written contract whenever you are dealing with anything.
So that means even if I'm not a professional, and we've come into an agreement with you,
yes,
and I'm like, Mr. Njuguna Tafadhali,
yeah.
How do I script that? What do I need
in fact,
for that?
The contract can even be written on a serviette. Even in a bar, when you're meeting and you're having drinks.
Yes.
You just need to, and sometimes it's very simple. If you're a layman, you just need to write your name. The parties now. If it's Mwikali and me, Gitera Njuguna, the parties is now Mwikali and Gitera Njuguna. Those are the parties.
Yes.
First, have to write to do that.
Yes.
Then you have to go to what is this that you are exchanging, because there has to be a promise. What is that Gitera Njuguna is promising Mwikali?
Gitera Njuguna is going to give me a bag of rice.
Yes. So you have to indicate that bag of rice. Describe that bag of rice.
Oh, describe
what is this rice? You know, you don't just bring me rice. You have to agree which rice is it. Is it Bishori?
Bishori, Basmati.
Is it TSL? Is it Pearl rice? What is it?
Okay.
What's the quantity? Yeah, and the quality also, as you say.
Okay.
Because also those who, I'm sure they have different qualities.
Yes.
Then what's the price of this?
Of this commodity.
Yeah, this commodity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then how is this supposed? Is this supposed to be delivered to me, or am I supposed to pick it? Then also you have to warrant. There are what we call warranties. It has to be fit for purpose.
Okay.
You see, you cannot be just bringing me rice that is meant for dogs and assuming I'm the one. You see, there's rice for dogs and all that. So it has to be fit for purpose.
Okay.
It should not be expired and all that.
You indicate for human consumption.
Yeah, for consumption. This is what it is. It has been tested and all that and all that.
And then our signatures and dates.
Yes. So when you're going down there now, you indicate you have to indicate the governing law. You see, assuming you are dealing in. Assuming you're in Dubai, you want to import products from Dubai. Let's say spare parts for a motor vehicle.
Yes.
You're in Kenya.
Yes.
You want to avoid as much what you call conflict of laws. This is what you call conflict of laws. You have to define which laws will be governing this contract. And for you in Kenya, and you're the one, assuming the two parties, the one who is going to get for you the products in Dubai is also a Kenyan. Make sure that contract is as per the Kenyan law.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll be subjected to
the Dubai law.
Yeah, Dubai law or the Arabian law, whatever it is. And you find that you have no case when you go to the other side.
Yes.
So you must be very careful and make sure that the law that is governing you favors you. It's the home country law.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to, most of the time you say Kenyan law will be governed by the Kenyan law and the constitution of Kenya.
All right.
So most of the time that's what you say. Then the other issue is the payment terms. Some people, you see, assuming you're buying a car, you've gotten a car is 5 million. For you have 2 million. So I think I want this Mercedes Benz. So you're very in a rush to commit the 2 million, not knowing where the 3 million will come from. So once you pay the 2, they give you the car, but they return the logbook. They tell you, you say you pay in 3 months. 3 months down the line, you didn't have the cash. You didn't know where the 3 million was going to come from.
Yes.
These guys will come for this car. They'll send
they won't give you back the money.
Yeah, that happens to people.
Yes.
You're driving on Mombasa Road, someone just comes and picks
even
the car.
houses.
Yeah, just because you didn't envisage the payment terms and plan. You have to consider all that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Among all the different contracts we've talked about this morning, which one would you say is the one that we fall trap off or into the most as Kenyans, or probably across the globe?
Mostly I would say the tender. You know, tender is a form of a contract.
Yes.
That's where the problem is, because you are quick to make money.
Yes.
But you don't even think. Me, I've had clients who come, even I've advised them once, but they end up repeating it again because they want to get money quickly. Someone tells you, you supply me these items for 10 million, me I'll make sure you're paid 20 million. But first pay me 5 million, I push for you this. You see, someone is lying to you and you can see it. But now you go ahead, then for me, being your lawyer, you don't involve me at that stage.
No.
You go, you go to your boardroom, you make those deals.
Yes.
Then by that you come and tell me, hey Isaac, do you know Niligongwa? Me, I'm just a phone call away. Even if I don't have to charge, you are my client.
Yes.
I could have advised you, don't do this. Like now, this is what we call, it's now getting roots in Kenya. There's what we call offshore financing. As you realize, with the COVID happening, most of the businesses have gone down.
Yes.
Especially the real estate.
Yeah.
So someone has a project, apartments, he's stuck. So he decides, let me look for offshore financing. Because most of the banks, as you know, they are not financing property segment at the moment because of the rate of defaulting. So most of the people have gone outside the country to borrow. And there are people who are waiting for that chance. So someone tells you, there's a big contract, almost 200 pages, tells you, I can get for you 1 billion. I can get for you 1 billion. But we need facilitation for processing that money. So send us 30 million.
Okay.
Kenyans rush. Even you have signed even that document, but you never did due diligence by asking your lawyer, can you check for me these guys, these people from assuming it's London,
yes,
who have sent me this contract. Can you even book a flight?
Go.
Establish this.
I mean,
people have a physical.
if you can chomoa 30 million,
yes,
you can easily just go there and just
one mic or two mic.
Yes,
paying for a lawyer and going there. So me, I've had clients who have been conned that way, and it's gaining root so much that you wonder.
So people need to be very careful about this.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we're having this conversation. I think we need more time.
Yeah.
I think we need more time.
Yeah.
Probably like maybe an hour to
5
just
hours,
help. 5 hours.
It's a whole in law school. There's something you do. Maybe it's even for 2 semesters.
For 2 sems.
2 semesters.
So you're definitely coming back.
Yeah.
Gitari.
I'll always come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can people get in touch with you directly? Because our time is up and you have to pay our bills.
Yeah. Then I can leave your viewers with a quote.
Yes.
You know, I heard you saying that when you get down, you have to get up.
Yeah.
I always go with one saying that when you lose, you learn how to win.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for hosting me.
Karibu sana.
Yes.
Karibu tena.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to take a very short commercial break. We will be right back. We'll be talking about 40 and single when it comes to men. Don't go too far.